Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss chapter 3 in Civics. What is government? In this chapter, you will learn about what is government and what does a government do and the different types of government, all these things. Okay, let's start the chapter. Every country needs a government to make decisions and get things done. These can be decisions about where to build roads and schools, or how to reduce the price of onions when they get too expensive, or ways to increase the supply of electricity. The government also takes actions on many social issues. For example, it has several programs to help the poor. It does other important things such as running postal and railway services. So, in this paragraph, we learned about some important works the government do in a country. So, the first one was that where to build roads and schools in a country, in a region, where to build schools, where to build roads. These are the duties of the government. Decisions are taken by the government, or how to reduce the price of onions when they get too expensive. To reduce the price of vegetables, fruits, essential commodities, okay, and increase the supply of electricity, to supply electricity to all people and all the parts of the country. This is also the duty of the government, and to take actions on many social issues. For example, programs to help the poor people. Important things such as running postal railway services are under the control of the government. Okay, let's move to the next page. The government also has the job of protecting the boundaries of the country and maintaining peaceful relations with other countries. It means that military soldiers are under the control of the government, and it is the duty of the government to protect the boundaries of a country and maintaining peace inside the country, and maintain peaceful relation with the countries also. Okay, it is responsible for ensuring that all its citizens have enough to eat and have good health facilities. So about the duty of the government again, to supply food, and to ensure that all people are getting enough food and also good health facilities. And these are also the duties of the government. When there are natural disasters like the tsunami or earthquake, natural disasters or natural calamities, it is the government that mainly organizes and aid and assistance for the affected people. So during natural calamities, it is the duty of the government to help the people. If there is a dispute, or if someone has committed a crime, you find people in a court. Courts are also part of the government. So all types of court are under the control of the are part of the government, not under the control, are part of the government. Perhaps we learned so many things. All these are the duties of the government. So many duties are there for the government. Perhaps you're wondering how governments manage to do all this and why it is necessary for them to do so. When human beings live and work together, there needs to be some amount of organization so that decisions can be made. So when people are residing together, so many people are residing together, there should be some problems, there should be some needs. Okay, so to look after all these things, there must be an organization. Okay, so some rules have to be made that apply to everyone. So if people are living in a community together, there should be some rules. There should be some rules to be followed by the people. Then only they can live peacefully. Okay, so there is a need to control resources and protect the territory of a country. Okay, so we should control the resources of a place and protect the territory. Territory means the place, the region, okay, of a country, so people can feel secure, so that all the people can live the freely, peacefully. Okay, so for that we need to control the resources. Okay, do not overuse the resources. Okay, do not spoil the resources. We need a control there. Okay, and we have to protect the territory of a country, and that is why we need an organization. Governments do this on behalf of their people by exercising leadership, taking decisions, and implementing these among all the people living in the territory. And it is the duty of it, and that is why the comes the government on behalf of their people, exercise leadership. Government takes the leadership, and government take the decisions, and implementing these among all the people. Implementing means or ensure the or observance of laws and rules. Okay, means ensure the rules or the laws are implementing, the laws are observing in the society. That is called implementing. Implementing means इंश्योर करना, मतलब श्योर करना है जो रूल्स रेगुलेशंस है वो अच्छे से ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं लोग. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड इम्प्लीमेंटिंग. इम्प्लीमेंटिंग द लॉस. If laws are there, we have to follow that. Okay, and it is the duty of the government to implement that. Okay, so next heading is that levels of government. Now that you know that the government is responsible for so many different things, can you think of how it manages to do all this? So government has so many duties, and how it is able to do all these tasks. The government works at different levels: at the local level, at the level of the state, and at the national level. Three levels of government are there in India. The local level means in your village, town, or locality. The state level would mean that which covers an entire state like Haryana or Assam, and the national level relates to the entire country. So you learned in the smaller classes this, no? Village level, state level, and the whole country, entire country level. Okay. Later in this book you will read about how local level government functions, and when you go to the next few classes you will learn about how governments function at the state and central levels. Okay, so moving to the next page. Laws and the governments. The government makes laws, and everyone who lives in the country has to follow these. This is the only way government can function. So that is leadership. Okay, if government makes some laws, everyone has to follow the rules. Then only the government can government can function. Okay, then only peace sustain in the community. This is the only way government can function. Just like the government has the power to make decisions, similarly it has the power to enforce its decisions. Okay, enforce the decisions means to make clear that all the people are following these rules. That is, enforce the laws. It is the power. Government has the power to enforce. If somebody is not doing, the government can punish him. Okay, for example, one example is given here. There is a law that says all persons driving a motor vehicle must have a license. This is the rule. Okay, law. Any person caught driving a vehicle without a license, and that is he is not following the rule or law. Okay, so can either be jailed or fined a large sum of money, and that is the punishment given to him. Okay, without these laws, the government's power to make decisions is not of much use. Okay, without these laws. Okay, so if the people are not following the rules of the government can give punishment to the people. Then only the government can function very well. Then only peace will be there in the society. Okay. Now, the next paragraph, in addition to any actions that government can take, there are also steps that people can take if they feel that a particular law is not being followed. If there is any fault from the government, okay, then the people can take if they feel people can take steps that people can take. Okay, some steps are the people can take if the government is not doing its own duty, if the government is not taking action. Okay, if a person feels, for example, that they were not hired for a job because of their religion or caste. Okay, listen again. If a person feels, for example, that they were not hired for a job, एक व्यक्ति को जॉब नहीं मिला क्योंकि because of his religion, their religion or caste की वजह से, okay, he or she may approach the court and claim that the law is not being followed. Okay, under the law, each and every citizen of India are equal by law. Okay, because if somebody if a person was not appointed because of his religion or caste, he can approach a court. The court can then give orders about what should be done, so the court can make decisions on that issue. So that is the power of a person of the citizens in a democratic form of government. Okay, types of government. Now we have to learn different types of governments. Then only all these laws will be correct. Okay, we are learning. Okay, who gives the government this power to make decisions and enforce laws? Who gives government? Government को कौन देता है इतना powers? Okay, the answer to the question depends on the type of government there in a country. In a democracy, it is the people who gives the government this power. In a democracy, it is the people who gives the government this power. They do this through elections, in which they vote for particular persons and elect them. Once elected, these persons form the government. In a democracy, the government has to explain its actions and defend its decisions to the people. So in a democracy, it is the people itself. People select or elect their leaders. Okay, the people elect the persons, the representatives who forms the government. Okay, so that is why in a democracy the government has to explain its actions. Government को अपना actions, अपना जो भी किया है वो सब है ना explain करना होगा. Okay, and defend its decisions to the people. ओके, डिफेंड भी करना है. डिफेंड करना मतलब क्लैरिफाई करना है, बोलना है ये ऐसे किया है क्योंकि दिस इज़ द रीज़न वाई दिस रूल हैज़ बीन टेकन और दिस बिहाइंड दिस एक्शन. ओके, कोई भी एक्शन कुछ भी किया है तो गवर्नमेंट हैज़ टू explain it for the people in a democratic form of government. Another form of government is monarchy. The monarch, king or queen is called the monarch in a monarchy, in a form of it is also a form of government. In India it is democracy. In so many countries even now this monarchy is following. Okay, the monarch has the power to make decisions and run the government. The monarch may have a small group of people to discuss matters with. But the final decision making power remains with the monarch. Unlike in a democracy, kings and queens do not have to explain their actions or defend the decisions they take. It means they don't have to explain their actions to anybody in the country. Okay, there may be a small group of people to advise the monarch, but the final decision is taken by the monarch itself, and he has no duty to explain. He is not he do not have to a king or queen do not have to explain their actions. The final power is in the hands of the monarch only. Okay, in some countries Bahamas, Bahrain, Belgium, Canada. Okay, in all these countries, even now, monarchy is following the form of government. Monarchy is following in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Thailand, Spain, Sweden, New Zealand, Malaysia, Japan, Denmark. All these 44 countries are there in the world. 44 sovereign states in the world. Okay, that following this type of government, that is monarchy. Okay, what do you think about this type of government, monarchy? Which type of government is good, monarchy or democracy? Think and answer me in the online class. I will ask you. Okay, so I think the 90% of the chapter is completed, and we have to discuss 2-3 paragraph, and we will discuss it in the online class. Everybody should attend the online class. Okay, the time will be 5 o'clock, exact sharp 5 o'clock. You must join the online class. We will discuss the rest of the chapter, a small portion of the chapter, in the online class. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.